Good evening and welcome to Patrick TV with your savings tutor Patrick BAAH. This evening we are here to learn something on financial independence. Do you know that any income that you earn, no matter how high it goes, your expenses also follow it in the same dimension? This evening we want to understand how we can tame our expenses whilst our income grows. Today, we want to look at some of the things that we can do to get to that level of financial independence. The first thing I want us to look at is that we should tame our expenses. I said it in the introduction that when your income is growing, your expenses is also growing. As a matter of fact, if your income grows by 1%, your expense will grow by 2%. Haven't you realized that when you were earning X amount of income, you were spending X amount of your income on certain things? Now, when your income grew to the next level, the same amount of expenses that you were incurring has also grown. That's the spiritual aspect we are talking about. It means that if you are unable to tame your expenses, you might be earning 10,000 as income, but you end up spending everything and not being able to save anything. The next thing is that we should also ensure that we track our spending. How do you track your spending? By getting a budget. I've been speaking about this thing over and over again. All our financial fortunes are going to change when we have a personal budget, savings budget. We need to have a budget that will direct you how much you have to spend, how much you need to save. The third thing is also that we need to cut away a lot of excessive travelings. Do you have to travel during every holiday? You do have to do that. But some people do that almost every now and then. Now, the average money you spend on any traveling, we all know it. You end up spending so much on traveling. If you want to get to that financial independence level, we need to cut down on our travelings. The next thing is that we have to ensure our income is matching our lifestyle. Your income level should always match with your lifestyle. If your income level can afford a Corolla, please use a Corolla. Don't go and use a car that you cannot maintain. Then you end up using about 80% of your income to be servicing or maintaining that vehicle. Whilst you can go to your level and use a vehicle that will match with your income. This is something that most of us don't do. So we start working, the first thing we think about is that car that we were dreaming of when we were in the university. So we go and buy that car. Meanwhile, our level is not up to that standard. So 2 years down the lane, we are forced to sell that car and now go and buy a different car. We can avoid that when we are able to match our income levels to our lifestyle. And this one goes to especially the celebrities and the sportsmen. For example, if you're a footballer in Ghana and you want to compare yourself with your partner or your friend who is playing outside, assuming you are earning 500 Ghana cedis and you want to compare yourself with the one who is in France, it will not be possible. Because the income they are earning there and the lifestyle that they are living, the clothes that they are wearing, the shoes that they are wearing, the cars that they are using, you cannot use the same when you are earning 500 Ghana cedis in Ghana. So we need to understand that matching our lifestyle to our income is paramount. It's very important. The next thing after you have been able to match your income to your lifestyle is that we need to find other avenues of increasing our income. You need to find other businesses that can supplement the current work that you are doing, because it is practically impossible to get to that point where you have savings to look after your family without working full-time if you only survived on one source of income. We need to form ways and means of increasing that income, and it's a segment that we'll be discussing subsequently, how to create a business. And when you get to that level, you understand that business is not anything so huge. Little things that you can set up with 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis, 2,000, that will be dripping in little income to satisfy some of the expenses which hitherto you were satisfying with your main source of income. This episode was brought to us by New Executive International School at Kaswa Obom, the Chum Purchasing, official distributors of Kiss Me Energy Drink for Accra and Kumasi, Invest Agriculture, distributors of agricultural fertilizers, and my makeup was done by ACIB Makeover. I hope you enjoyed this evening's episode. I will implore you to subscribe to our channel and also share the link with your friends to also come and learn what we are doing here. So good evening and enjoy your weekend. Bye.